Hi everyone. This video will help you to understand the concept of sketchnotes. There is a sketchnote integrated research workbook assignment that you'll do that will help you to align 3 resources that are posted in the assignment. And this video is meant to has visuals, but you also could listen to the audio and then go back and look at the visuals. All of the visuals that are shared in the video are also shared on Canvas under the Integrated Research Workbook module. Sketchnotes are another way of making thinking visual. So if you can see the screen right now, there's a little animation playing that shows the way that sketchbooks could be used. And it looks pretty similar to a flow chart or a graphic organizer that you might know, but thinking about using shapes to define certain parts of a story, for instance, and then breaking that concept down into smaller parts. Maybe it's a scientific concept and they start with the big picture and then break it down into its component parts. Be sure to leave room for students to doodle or sketch out images when they're creating sketch notes, because that is where you may find that there's understanding that you couldn't see through the writing, but you can see it through the visuals that they provide for you. So sketch notes combine writing, they combine graphing, organizing, drawing, and they enhance student retention and student learning. There is research that supports that when we write something by hand, it helps us to retain it. And so there's a lot of merit in taking notes on a computer and typing them out, and that is something that I myself also do, but writing things down and creating those actual physical connections can also be helpful. You can also have students do this in a online or digital format, and then still making those connections through graphics. And some of the misconceptions are that you need to be able to draw. That is not true. You really just need to be able to put marks on a page and write. In fact, some sketch notes could be completely visual if you're working with younger kids. They could also be drawing pictures and writing simple words and phrases. And then sometimes the misconception will be that they're hard to follow, but once they're recorded, you use things like symbols and arrows, and they can be very readable for other people, not only the note taker, but also you as the teacher. So some of the ideas for sketchnoting in the classroom you'll see here are they give students time to pause and reflect. They could be storyboarding. They could storyboard out a book or a story that they have read. And then maybe even include some of those contemporary art techniques where they're exaggerating parts of the story. So it can help lead to better writers and readers. For collaboration, for understanding and recalling a series of events, for giving alternative responses, for assessment, and also for organizing ideas. This example right here shows just a way to create topics and subtopics, and maybe you could create a graphic organizer for students that they can learn to organize their notes by modeling based on your graphic organizer, and then they'll be able to start to do their own. They may even give you some new ideas. So using arrows, flags, shapes, simple shapes, like everything in the triangle relates to one concept, everything in a circle relates to a different concept. Additionally, these slides are in Canvas, and they are to help you to think of ways to use sketch notes. So as you go through this, there's credit to the author here, and you'll go through and you'll learn about ways to use them. They also happen to incorporate some contemporary art techniques, like using hierarchy. Please watch this video that talks about the reasons why you would use sketch notes. The author of this slideshow gave an example of sketchnoting quotes that I think could be very useful with students, especially if they are reflecting on a story. and you are asking them to understand the author's point of view. What you will be doing is creating sketch notes that synthesize three resources in Canvas. When you go into Canvas under the Integrated Research Workbook, this is workbook number 3. There are 3 articles or resources. One is called Here's Why You Remember Things When You Write Them Down. The second is How Drawing Can Lead to Deeper Understanding. And the third is called Tasks to Make Learning Visible. And so you'll read or watch these 3 resources, and the links will take you right to the content. And then you'll create a page or 2. You can always put 2 pages together of sketchnoting the videos and articles. And then also in your sketchnoting, consider how the ideas presented in the resources relate to each other and how you can incorporate them into your classroom. This research workbook assignment will be posted as a discussion. So you'll see that it is here as a graded discussion. And then the 3 articles are also posted here again. And then you'll actually take a picture of your sketchnote page and post it as a reply. Then comment on your classmates' work.